good word!
Go Navy, sir!
What?
Go Navy, sir!
I can't hear you!
I was apprehensive when I came to the Naval Academy in a number of ways. Afraid I might not make it, afraid I might not measure up, afraid the program would be too rough for me to take, afraid of a lot of things.
19.
14 3/4.
32 and a
Slope
half.
5/8. 35. Step on the box, please.
Coming from civilian life to a military life is always a difficult transition.
Well, you've got to learn how to be a nothing for a while.
18.
The first day you feel like a number. It's really a big change. You're marched around immediately in squads, and then the fun begins.
Making friends was tough at first because everybody was so bundled up in their own individual thoughts, and I think everybody was feeling a little bit homesick.
142.
I was in many ways, I guess, as everybody is. It's a matter of ignorance, not knowing what to expect.
I've never been more tired in my life. And of course, everybody's in a daze. It seemed so regimented already to me. And I felt, oh boy, this is the beginning.
It was amazing. You go through the lines, and there's something like 1,400 guys, and you're going through, and you see all the names, and you're looking through for your name, and you think, well, maybe there's a possibility that there's a mistake somewhere.
You have to develop something where you can really depend on yourself. There's no one else there. You finally realize this. You know, it's all you.
Well, these are going to be your rooms there. Mr. Clark, Mr. Brawley, Mr. Edmondson, Mr. Bartell, Ms. Butzbaum, Ms. Dancer, Ms. Feldman, Ms. Garrity, Ms. Mullen, Mr. Mink, Mr. McVicker, Mr. Lentini, and Parrish. Let's start getting these rooms squared away.
You were met by an upper class, and he took you to your room. It was dealing with you very tersely, just telling you, you know, start marking your clothing and stowing it away in your locker. And all this is just so much, you just want to say, gee, what the heck am I doing this for?
Midshipman Kelly, fourth class, sir.
Okay, one more time here.
Midshipman, fourth class Kelly, sir.
Mr. Loger, how many times have we done this? It's not that hard to remember, okay? Another thing, Mr. Loger, take a look at Mr. Kelly's neck. This uniform, you'll always wear that kind of t-shirt. We don't want you guys running around thrilling all the gals with all the hair on your chest. You wear that kind with this uniform. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Carry on.
That I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations to midshipmen. Welcome aboard and be seated.
5 a.m., we get up, shave, do our laundry, make our beds, jump out in our gym gear and take off down the stairs. Before the sun's even up, you're out there.
Good morning, class! This morning the routine will be the strength routine. We're going to begin with a side scatter hop. Here we go. Ready? Hit it! On! 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Great morning today. Nice and cool. Morning,
Kind of strange. At 7:20 in the morning, your day's already an hour, 2 hours old.
Squad, left, face. Right.
Face. Make sure you pivot on your heel, Mr. Passetti.
Yes, sir.
The man on the end, since there are no others dressing on him, does not lift his left arm.
You understand that, Mr. Curry?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you don't turn to this side, you turn to that side. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
And likewise, the man to his left would not lift his right arm, but there would be none just on him.
Let's try it again. About face. You're still going on your left toe. Pivot on your left heel. Pivot on your left heel. Okay? Now see how you switched over to your right toe there? Okay, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. All you guys understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, Mr. Brady, step right up to the bench. Feet shoulder width apart, stand squarely in front of target number 25. Take the weapon firmly in your right hand. Okay, ready on the right?
Ready on the left. Ready on the firing line.
You learn a lot about yourself during this time because you get totally mixed up. And you learn to find out what you can actually take and what you can't take.
Mr. Gage, that's collar device for Lieutenant Commander.
Excuse me, sir.
Collar device for Lieutenant Commander.
Collar device for Lieutenant Commander is follows, sir. One gold stripe, half-inch stripe, followed
Collar device.
Collar device is one gold oak leaf, sir.
What's the shoulder device for Lieutenant Commander?
Shoulder device is, on the shoulder board is one gold star, followed by 1/2-inch gold stripe, a 1/4-inch gold stripe, and a 1/2 gold stripe, sir.
Mr. Melanowski, it's Captain Thomas Instruction Play. Good discipline is considered by all who know of ending of service is a vital part of a ship, sir. Commander Howard Gilmore. I'll find out, sir. Why don't you know it? No excuse, sir. Mr. Johnstone, tell me about the tracer.
Sir, the tracer is the E-1B. Has a speed of 250 and a range 1,000. Carries a crew of 4, sir. Sir, correct me.
No, too late, Mr. Johnstone. Either you know it or you don't. Why don't you know it, Mr. Johnstone?
No excuse, sir.
Poor. Extremely poor.
Yes, sir.
Supposed to know this stuff a week ago, weren't you? People need a lot of work on these rates. Not at all satisfied with your performance today. I expect a better job tonight at come around. However, you are doing better on the drill field. You look good out there today. Keep up the good work. Be proud of yourselves out there. Do a good job. Continue eating.
You have to remember that it's nothing personal. It's in order that you learn to react under pressure, so that when you're in the actual Navy and a pressure situation arises, you'll be able to react well and not panic.
Plebe year academics are really tough. They hit you with a lot of hours right at first. I think it's 18 or 20 the first year. Academics take a lot of time, but you've got to budget your time. A lot of math and chemistry right at first, so you can't just bag it.
Napoleon has often been considered an upholder of the traditions of the French Revolution, of liberty, of equality, of fraternity. Mr. Heimbach, could you comment on his position on civil liberties?
The United States requests a port and a sphere of influence here, right here in Fujian province, opposite Formosa. And the Japanese say,
The air cushion, propellers, rocket thrust, and jet thrust. The basic principle behind each one of these lifting systems is Newton's second law of motion.
There were 4 glacial advances and 4 glacial or interglacial periods.
Bring that sail on the side. Easy now.
Everyone here is required to participate in at least one sport at all times. It can be on an intramural or a varsity level, and it can be any sport that you'd like. I would guess that there are about 24 sports here that you could pick from, and you have every opportunity here to be a national champion if you just have the desire to do it in any sport.
Everybody right after Army, which is the end of November, pushed the coast button when they just sort of stopped. And you knew that Christmas leave was going to be the greatest thing that ever happened to you during plebe year. But you still had to come back to 2 weeks of class and then exams.
In my estimation, the Naval Academy is probably one of the finer institutions. The Navy has unlimited career fields.
I think that the fact that there's civilian professors as well as military professors is great, because I think it gives you a wide range of views.
The instructors are willing to give extra instruction all the time, and that's something that you can, look forward to help anytime you want it.
The whole purpose is to develop a professional officer, a naval officer.
Herndon Monument, that's sort of the symbol of it all being over finally for all the plebes.
The monument is greased so that it's very hard to climb. There's a hat put on there. It's a Dixie cup, which is the first thing you wear as a plebe.
It's like everything else here. It's a team effort to work together to put one man on the top and to get that cap down. And when you get the hat on it, and that's it. That's when it's over.
The plebe is a fourth class, fully recognized by the brigade. Doesn't have to call anyone sir. So, liberation.
It's rough, but I'm glad I did it. I thought it was really a challenge, but now that it's over, you know, kind of proud of it, but I don't think I'd do it again. I don't know.
A lot of my classmates are wondering about it. I don't know. But I'd do it over again.
I sure as hell would.
Summer cruise, that has to be the best thing going. It was really fantastic.
The ports of call were great. The leave periods that you get when you can be overseas are just, you can't compare them to any other university.
I think that being able to see the world and find out what something's like beside your own little cubicle that you've come from is probably the most fantastic thing you'll ever learn here. If nothing else, you get that.
During the summer program, you're challenged just like you are the rest of the year. The purpose of a summer cruise is a midshipman is actually integrated into the fleet operations. And for the first time, you see what the Navy is like.
Now flight quarters. All midshipmen scheduled for halo indoctrination flights should report to the flight deck.
In case during the flight we have difficulties and the aircraft crashes, and the crash is a sudden impact, you'll feel quite a jolt in the aircraft. If the aircraft is underwater, you'll have to orient yourself as to which way is up. Best way to do that is to follow the bubbles. There'll be plenty of them.
Mr. Laughlin, put out a signal, turn, starboard, 265.
Yes, sir. 6 bridge.
Close out, turn, starboard, 265.
Signal bridge aye. Close up, turn starboard, 265. Turn starboard, 265, going up.
When the signal is ready for execution, executed.
Very well, sir. Signal bridge con, execute.
Signal bridge aye. Execute, turn starboard, 265. Execute the signal.
Right standard rudder, come to course 265, sir.
Execute.
Yes, sir.
All engines ahead standard, indicate turns for 15 knots.
Okay, first of all, you take your round out of your rotary magazine. By reaching with your left hand, reach across your body. Put your right here on top. Set it out of here far enough so it's not a machine. Okay? Wait till your sprockets rotate downwards. Do a good slam. Make sure you push it hard enough so that it doesn't... You guys, if you ever jam around in there, just let it go, because it's better to let the round stay in there jammed than it is to lose a finger or something.
933, lobber loaded.
Shoot! Keep it going. Good job.
Keep going.
Keep it going. Come on, heave around. Heave around.
Our first cruise is to teach us what it's like to be enlisted men. We stand enlisted watches. We do enlisted chores. So we get to know what it's like as an enlisted man on the ship. And that's very important if you're going to be an officer leading enlisted men.
Leave it around. Hand around. Bring it back.
Heave around. Heave around.
And I guess it was after that first cruise that it really hit me. I wasn't just in the academy, I was really in the Navy, and it was a great feeling.
Plebe year is one of a lot of experiences, but the most important experience I think it has is comradeship. You get pretty close to guys when you sweat with them, when you work with them. It's a lesson that's not good just for the Navy, it's good for anywhere you go. It teaches you to work with other people, not just because you have to, but because you want to. Because you realize that that's the only way that people in a society work, working together, pulling together to succeed.